Chuck Scarborough, a name synonymous with New York television news, began his life far from the bright lights of the Big Apple. He was born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, a city known for its steel industry and blue-collar roots. Scarborough's upbringing instilled in him a strong work ethic and a down-to-earth demeanor that would serve him well throughout his illustrious career. Following his high school years in Pittsburgh, Scarborough ventured south to attend the University of Southern Mississippi. It was in the heart of the South that he first developed a passion for journalism and broadcasting. He excelled in his studies, honing his skills in writing, reporting, and public speaking. Little did he know that these formative years in Mississippi would lay the foundation for an extraordinary journey in television news. Scarborough's time at the University of Southern Mississippi was not solely focused on academics. He was an active member of the campus community, involving himself in various extracurricular activities. This well-rounded experience further developed his communication and interpersonal skills, qualities that would prove invaluable in his future career. As graduation approached, Scarborough faced a pivotal decision. What path would he choose to pursue after leaving the hallowed halls of academia? The answer came in the form of an opportunity that would shape not only his professional life but also his character: service to his country. Answering the call of duty, Chuck Scarborough enlisted in the United States Air Force after graduating from the University of Southern Mississippi. This decision reflected his deep-seated patriotism and his willingness to serve a cause greater than himself. The Air Force provided Scarborough with invaluable experiences that would profoundly impact his life and career. During his time in the service, Scarborough received comprehensive training in communication and technology, skills that would later prove to be highly transferable to the field of broadcasting. He served with distinction, demonstrating a strong work ethic and a commitment to excellence that would become hallmarks of his tenure in television news. Following his honorable discharge from the Air Force, Scarborough was eager to embark on a career that would utilize his skills and passion for communication. He set his sights on the world of television news, a field that was rapidly evolving in the 1960s. With his military experience and his education in journalism, Scarborough was well equipped to make his mark in this exciting and dynamic industry. Scarborough's first foray into television took him back to his adopted home state of Mississippi. It was here, in the heart of the South, that he would cut his teeth in the world of broadcast journalism, starting at local stations and quickly proving himself to be a rising star in the industry. Chuck Scarborough's television career began in his adopted home state of Mississippi, where he landed his first job at WNAC-TV in Biloxi. Starting as a local news reporter, Scarborough quickly made a name for himself with his clear and concise delivery, his sharp news instincts, and his ability to connect with viewers. His dedication to journalistic integrity and his commitment to delivering the news with accuracy and objectivity were evident from the start. Eager to further his experience, Scarborough moved on to WNAC-TV in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, where he continued to hone his skills as a reporter and anchor. His work ethic, combined with his natural talent and charisma, did not go unnoticed. Scarborough's star was on the rise, and it wasn't long before he caught the attention of a larger market. In 1968, Scarborough's career took a significant leap forward when he accepted a position at WNAC-TV in Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta, a major metropolitan hub, provided Scarborough with a larger platform and the opportunity to cover a wider range of stories. His time in Atlanta further solidified his reputation as a skilled and trustworthy journalist. Scarborough's move to Atlanta marked a turning point in his career. He had proven himself in smaller markets and was now ready to take on the challenges and opportunities of a major metropolitan area. His work in Atlanta would serve as a stepping stone to even greater heights, propelling him towards his destiny as a legendary news anchor in one of the most competitive media markets in the world. Section 4. Boston calling Scarborough's rise at WNAC-TV. Chuck Scarborough's talent and dedication continued to open doors, leading him to WNAC-TV in Boston, Massachusetts in 1972. This move to Boston, a city steeped in history and home to a discerning news audience, marked another significant milestone in Scarborough's career. At WNAC-TV, he took on the role of main anchor, becoming a familiar face to viewers throughout the New England region. Scarborough's time in Boston was characterized by his commitment to delivering high-quality news coverage. He earned the trust and respect of viewers who appreciated his straightforward delivery, his in-depth reporting, and his ability to connect with the issues that mattered most to the community. His tenure at WNAC-TV solidified his reputation as a top-tier anchor with a national profile. As Scarborough's star continued to rise in Boston, he caught the eye of network executives, who recognized his talent and potential. The bright lights of New York City beckoned, offering an unparalleled opportunity to make his mark on the national stage. Scarborough's move to New York would forever alter the landscape of television news, ushering in a new era of journalistic excellence. In 1974, Chuck Scarborough embarked on a new chapter in his career, joining WNBC-TV in New York City. Scarborough joined NBC News in March 1974 as co-anchor along with Jim Hartz of WNBC-TV's then new 5 p.m. newscast, News Center 4, later renamed News 4 New York, 4-5. Eventually he became the station's lead anchor at 6 p.m. and 11 p.m. In 2003 he became the unofficial dean of New York area television news anchors when WABC-TV anchor Bill Boydell retired after 37 years. He surpassed Boydell as New York's most tenured English-language news anchor in 2011. 5 years later, Scarborough succeeded Rafael Pineda of Spanish-language WX-TV as the longest-serving anchor in New York television history. For much of his first 20 years with NBC, he occasionally appeared on the network as an NBC News correspondent and often anchored the network's primetime news updates. On the day of the 1989 Loma Prieta earthquake, Scarborough anchored NBC News overnight coverage. 6. At WNBC he worked alongside Marv Albert, Len Berman, Jack Cafferty, Dr. Frank Field, John Hambrick, Pat Harper, Pia Lindstrom, Sue Simmons, Michelle Marsh, Al Roker, and Tom Snyder, among others. Scarborough was the host of the syndicated programs Images a Year in Review and Memories, then and now in the late 1980s, early 1990s, and also co-anchored the NBC network documentary series Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow with Maria Shriver and Mary Alice Williams. The 11 p.m. broadcast on July 14, 2017, marked Scarborough's last as a regular anchor in that time slot after 42 years, as he cut back on his schedule to working only the 6 p.m. Taking his place at 11 was Stephen Holt, the son of NBC nightly news anchor Lester Holt. 7. Holt was later succeeded by David Ushery when Holt returned to WMAQ in Chicago. Scarborough has since appeared several times on the 11 p.m. edition, filling in when Ushery has time off. On November 21, 2024, Scarborough announced that he would be retiring. His final broadcast was on December 12, 2024. 8.